You all here. My heart's bursting with joy. I just can't believe I'm standing here in front of all of you right now. My name's Tanya. I'm a proud Original Sovereign woman from the Willacully language group of the Barkindji Nation out in Burton, Wilcannia. So I'm here to read the Declaration of the Returning Sovereign. I speak on behalf of the legitimate bloodline connection to country of the Larrakia tribal terrain. Everything comes through Jaka to us, who gives us song, stories, dance and ceremony that is within our tribal boundaries. And the bloodline is the boss and guardian who protects sacred terrain within your tribal boundary. Each bloodline story connects to the next tribe, which traverses this continent and the world. Jaka is our creator, the superior being. Jaka operates from this physical and spiritual world and extends through the universal. We stand before you as the ordinary executives, Homo sapiens, with absolute bloodline connection to our terrain and the irrefutable heads of states of our many joint and several terrains. The time has come for the Crown's military government as belligerent occupiers to cease and desist in their abuse and misinterpretation of the legality of their position on our sovereign terrain. Your belligerent occupation is not, and never was meant to be, mistaken for the usurpation of our legitimate sovereignty. Your military occupation of our terrain does not transfer sovereignty to the occupier. Your head of state, the Queen of the UK Parliament, withdrew her claim to sovereignty in 1973 when the decolonisation process began in accord with the UN Resolution 2625-XXV of 24th of October 1970. Since that time, the interim corporate administration that was left in place to transition control back to the legitimate sovereigns has attempted to usurp that sovereignty by fraudulently claiming parliamentary sovereignty, a fraudulent act to which the Queen has now been attached by way of her signature, and in so doing, she has committed acts of high treason against her own Parliament. Further, it is offensive to us, the original legitimate sovereigns, that the legitimate occupiers are nothing more than mere corporate entities that have no jurisdiction or authority over the tribal sovereigns of these lands nor of our terrains. We have no desire nor need to prolong what both of the prophecies of our ancient ones informed us, and the truth dictates is true and just. We hereby give notice to the world and the universe that we, the legitimate sovereigns, require that the Queen of the UK Parliament commit now to moving forward peacefully and respectfully without any form of violence or hostility towards a treaty of peace between herself and her parliaments and us, the only and true legitimate sovereigns here. There will be much to do in the way of agreement as to liabilities and reparations. Nonetheless, there is no need for hostility or violence, as the world knows the truth that we, the tribes, have never surrendered to the Crown nor any corporation as sovereign, and have at all times clearly and in accord with our law stated both our sovereign status and reiterated our intention to retake our terrain and reign over our realms as the true and only legitimate sovereigns. We, the original sovereigns of these terrains, never left, but we now have returned to govern ourselves and our terrain and protect our realm and all upon it. And this is our duty and responsibility as the sovereign. That time is now upon us, as we hereby give notice that we, we have, by way of this notice, entered peace treaty discussions with our occupier to the end that the complete return of us as this land's true and only legitimate sovereigns be the outcome as quickly and as respectfully as possible. The time has come for the Crown's tyrannical, belligerent occupiers to stand down. It is time for the fraud and the deception to be swept aside, for honesty, morals and integrity to be brought to bear in respect of the governance of these terrains. A level of honesty, morals and integrity that your current belligerently occupying administrative representatives fail to possess. We do not consent to their paper jurisdiction of entrapment, enslavement and fraud. We remain in our realm of honour, integrity, true law and respect. A law that was handed to us by nature and passed through from our ancestors who bestowed upon us the responsibility of the protectors of the realm. We hereby declare to the world that the belligerent occupiers must stand down and that the original sovereigns to these terrains have returned to bring peace and harmony to all upon our terrain and across the planet.